Today we are going to be ranking every single character from the Sonic X anime show. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with many YouTube channels. Guys, I wanted to do this because I've been thinking a lot about, excuse me, I hit the wrong OBS setting over here. I've been thinking a lot about my childhood shows because of course we just know that Yu-Gi-Oh! GX is getting a remaster, and I started thinking like, man, I miss Sonic with the Sonic movie coming out. It's nice to see that we actually have talk about Sonic again, and of course Sonic X was my favorite of all of the Sonic shows growing up, and I'm going to rank every character today. Of course, this is my personal opinion. I'd love to know what you think about it down below afterwards, okay? Starting off with Amy. I actually don't know what the common consensus of Amy, to be honest with you. I always thought she was a good character, man. Like, I liked when she was around. I liked her dynamic with Sonic. I liked that, the jealous girlfriend type character. I don't know if you can really call her a girlfriend, but you get the point. I like Amy. I might move these around as time goes on, but I'm going to start off with Amy over in the B tier. And this is the problem where Sonic has kind of ruined me, guys, because moving on, we have Big the Cat. And all I think about is memes. Like, I particularly didn't like Big as I played the games growing up. I didn't love him necessarily when I was watching the show, but as I've gotten older and we've talked more about meme culture, Big the Cat has turned into a fantastic character. It's just, Froggy, Froggy, Froggy. So, I'm going to put Big the Cat. I'm gonna put him in the B tier, man. I'm gonna put him in the B tier. Now, Black Narcissus, and now this is a character, and guys, if you've been following the channel at all, I don't know how much I've talked about Sonic X, but if you've been following me and my content journey, you might know that the Meta X saga is one of my favorite throughout Sonic. I loved the Meta X as characters. I thought they were all great. They brought new meaning, new expression to the Sonic franchise. They made the story very dark, and I loved from the time that we've seen him everything. He was powerful, he was menacing, he was cruel. A tier. Absolutely going to the A tier. Now, Boko. Okay. I love these dudes. And I wish from the Sonic movies that we're getting right now, I wish that instead of the assistant, while he did great within the Sonic movie, I still wish we could have seen Deco and Boko. These two are funny. They work great with Eggman, and Boko himself is going to go into the A tier for me. Bo-kun. You know what's crazy is I found him really, really funny when I was a kid, but the problem is as time's gone on, and my sister and I, this is another reason why I wanted to make this video, because my sister and I started watching Season 3 of Sonic X just like for nostalgic purposes. We were hanging out with the baby, and we're like, you know what? Let's watch Sonic. The baby does not care for Sonic so far, but we're gonna make her care about it as time goes on. I found him funny when I was a kid. Rewatching it, I don't know, man. Like, he's just okay. He has his moments. He's all right. I'm gonna throw him into the C tier. Chaos. Chaos, I love Chaos, has a ton of potential, but wasn't exactly explored in the show too much. And it's important to note, guys, I'm not ranking these guys as Sonic characters. Like, in general, I'm talking about specifically within the Sonic X anime show. Chaos, I would have liked to see more of. For that reason, he is going to go into the C tier. Charmy the Bee. Guys, we're rocking with our first S tier over here. If you know me, I am a big, big fan of Team Chaotic. They're hilarious to me. They're hilarious to, like, still to this day as an adult. I love everywhere that Team Chaotic, like, touches, whether it was just in a couple episodes in the first couple seasons or just their house showing up into space in Season 3. Love Team Chaotic. Charmy the Bee is great. S tier character. Now, Cheese, this is why I have the NA, okay? Because you can't really gauge the character. We haven't... Yeah, you know what? I don't care. Cheese is going in NA because I haven't seen enough where it's like I can properly rank you. I should have mentioned that at the beginning. Of course, we're going S all the way to the F. Chris Thorndike. I actually don't hate Chris like the vast majority of the Sonic community seems to hate. I thought he was okay. I didn't relate to him all when I was a kid, don't get me wrong, but he's an okay character. Like, I just don't care for him. He's going to go at the bottom of C. I forget this girl's name. Let me look. I have a bunch. I have all my pictures with the names on it over here on my other screen. Christina Cooper. Christina Cooper. Yeah, C tier. Don't care for her either, okay? Chuck was a good character. I like Chuck's relationship with Tails, but at the end of the day, I feel like this is kind of where I might end up throwing most of the humans. Chuck was all right, man. He's going to go into the C tier as well. I liked him a little bit more than Chris, so we're going to throw him right there. Cosmo grew on me. Cosmo grew on me. She was a little bit annoying at the beginning when she's being all secretive for no reason, where it's like, oh, they don't know the planet egg, this and that. Oh, I can't tell them. I'm only here to talk to Sonic. No, like, she was annoying, but as the season went on, as time has gone on, I ended up really liking her. I'm going to throw her into the B tier. Bottom of B tier, though, behind Big the Cat. Cream. She's all right. Like, I like the character, and I don't know if there's going to be any character that actually goes into D or F, because I legitimately do like pretty well all the Sonic characters. I don't know. We'll see how it ends up working out. So Cream, I just don't care for her either. I'm going to put her right in front of Chaos. Oh, what's this kid's name? Sorry, Danny. All right, another kid. He's right up there with Chris. I like Chris just a little bit more. Dark Oak, though. Come on, guys. Come on. I wish we could have had more screen time from Dark Oak. The potential for the Metarex to be built across multiple seasons, and this is something that the Sonic movies need to touch on one day. Dark Oak and the Metarex, I loved them. Their story was phenomenal. Dark Oak is the leader of the Metarex, and he is going to go into the S tier. I loved him as a villain. Now, Deco, same placement as Boko. These two together, their chemistry was awesome. I don't know if I liked one more than the other. Maybe Deco a little bit more, but who knows? Now, I don't remember this girl's name. Earthia. I don't remember who she is. I think she's Cosmo's mom, but there's another one that looks like her. I don't see it. Maybe not. Oh, yeah, over here. This one's got to be her sister, right? But we haven't seen enough of her, so we're going to go into the NA. Eggman. Eggman shined and is arguably the greatest part about Sonic X. If you want to talk about comedy gold, you talk about Eggman from Sonic X. He was insulting, he was hilarious, he was witty, he was ruthless, and he actually had character development, and he showed signs of, like, being human, too. He wasn't just comedic relief. Eggman arguably was the star of Sonic X, man. I'm not even exaggerating over here. He's going to go into the S tier, at the top of S tier. Eggman was great, hilarious, made for some amazing moments. He was really villainous at points too. I would argue that he was the star of Sonic X, but we'll see. We'll see as time goes on. Ella, I don't know. I don't care for Ella. Ella's going to go into the C tier. She had some of her moments. Emerald. Now, this story had potential too. I wish we could have seen more because I liked the old, like the robot gaining consciousness kind of storyline that we've seen from him, but we didn't see him for enough. I loved the tournament arc. Where he was just learning more moves, copying Sonic, copying everybody that he was fighting, and he turned out to be this huge, powerful force. Wish we could have seen more. He's going to go into the B tier. Espio just said exactly what I was talking about with Charmy. They are the stars of the show. I would say Charmy's a little bit more funnier than Espio, but all three of them together are really where the comedy show begins. Francis, like Danny, like Chris, same kind of deal. We're going to throw them all together, okay? Gerald, we didn't really get to see much of. I don't know if he should even be part of this tier list, to be honest with you. I just went on the Sonic X fandom page and got all of the pictures of the characters. So, Gerald, we haven't seen enough of. He's going to go into the NA. What's this dude's name? Hawk. I don't remember. Oh, I know what episode we see him in. Is this dude only in one episode? If anybody's watching, can you comment down below and confirm? I remember him from one episode where he's giving... I think it's just Sonic. Or was it the episode with Sonic and Helen? I can picture in my head him giving food to somebody, but I don't remember what episode or who he was giving food to. I mean, he's a forgettable character. Does that mean I have to put him in D? I guess it does, right? But he's such a happy guy. I guess I have to, because I don't even remember who he is, okay? We have our first D tier over here in Hawk. Helen. Okay, Helen's the best out of all the kids. She had a gold heart. She was incredible. The episode she had just traveling around Sonic was so heartwarming, and I loved watching that. It's one of those wholesome episodes that you can go back and watch, man. Helen's awesome. She stands out from all of the kids, but I will say she doesn't exactly stack up to any of the characters that we see here. Actually, she's gonna be better than ML. I'm gonna put her in the B tier right in front. Ooh, don't want to. Yeah, I'm gonna put her right behind Amy, actually, because I like the character development we've seen, unlike Big and unlike Cosmo. Okay. I don't remember this dude's name. Ivan. Don't know who he is. D tier. Okay. King, Boom Boom, or just the Boos in general. Literally ripping it off from Mario, unless there is some like ancient comic book story of Sonic. One person ripped off the other, but they were fun, man. But you can't rank them as a character. So he's going to go into the NA. Now, continuing on with the Metarex, this one is called Landar. I had to remember. Again, I'm glad that I have the pictures next to me. Now, although I didn't remember his name, the thing was, he was also a really good character. Again, I loved the Metarex story. I loved this one. I loved his battles. I loved the conclusion he had. I loved that, like, the reveal of him taking off his mask. Like, he brought some really, really hard, incredible scenes. In saying that, though, I don't think he stacks up to anywhere near somebody like Dark Oak. I'm going to put him into the B tier. I'm going to put him right behind Cosmo. Leon. Wish we could have seen more, but I did like of what we've seen so far. He's going to go... he's gonna go right in behind Francis, okay? Now, Lindsay, one of the worst parents in the history of Earth. She's dumb, she loses Chris, she never knows what's going on. But the weird thing is she's not exactly unlikable, right? Because she does have a good heart. I'm gonna put her into the C tier, bottom of C tier. All right, now Maria. The story potential for Maria is incredible. If you've been following my content journey at all, you would know that I love Maria as a character. I think that she has one of the most in-depth stories that, not in-depth stories, potential for a story that nobody seems to want to capitalize on. But in Sonic X, we barely saw her. For that reason, I am going to put her into the C tier. Although I do like her more than all the other humans, I'm going to put Maria actually right behind Bo Kun, okay? Mr. Stewart. Actually, here's one. I didn't like Mr. Stewart. I don't know why. I just didn't. He was never interesting to me. He was a teacher who followed Chris around and all of a sudden, like, has some secret karate skills. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm actually going to put him in the bottom of D tier. Mr. Tanaka's a little bit more of the same. He's okay. Like, I know that he had a great relationship with Chris, but every single time, it's kind of like Mr. Stewart. Whenever there was, like, I didn't hate him, but I don't really like him. I'm actually going to put him in the D tier as well, man. I'm going to put him in the D tier as well. Chris's dad, I don't like him as much as Chris's mom, but more of the same. We don't really see too much of him. He's going to go into the D tier as well, right behind Mr. Tanaka. What's the name of it? Oh, Next Show. Perfect. This is literally the name of the character, supposedly. Next Show. NA, you can't rank him. No, we have the leader of, I can't remember the tribe's name, but it's like not the Knuckles tribe. Crap. It's the tribe that Tico's part of, but regardless, we haven't seen enough of him either. We're going to go over into the NA. Let's continue on to Pale Bayleaf. Out of all of the Metarex, I don't know, man. He's probably the weakest. Not the weakest, like, I mean, like, from the story potential. I don't know, man. Actually, I don't know. We're going to put him at the bottom of B tier. Right now, no, he's better than MRL. Yeah, I'm just going to put these two Metarex together. That seems to fit. The President, bottom of C tier. We've seen him enough where I'm going to take him out of the NA, but I didn't like or dislike him. Let's continue on to Red Pine. More of the same. I'm actually going to put him behind. It's like these two really, really stood out for the Metarex, and all three of them, like the rest of them, like, don't get me wrong, they were great villains with great potential, great storylines, but there were obviously ones that really stuck out. Rouge the Bat. Oh my god, Knuckles isn't here. Why isn't Knuckles on this list? Wow. Okay. Well, now it feels incomplete. Come on. I hate when that happens, man. And now I'm thinking, like, okay, was there any other character that I'm missing over here? Knuckles would be in the S tier. I'll say it right now. Knuckles is one of the funniest characters in the Sonic show. His voice was perfected. His power was there. I love the storyline that he had with Eggman, and honestly, he would be into the S tier. That's going to piss me off, dude. But anyways, Rouge the Bat, the reason that I thought about Knuckles is because her dynamic with Knuckles here was great. And you know that you have a good character, maybe that you remember, like, the little chime, the little melody that comes up every single time that Rouge enters the scene. I don't know if I did it any justice whatsoever there, but I like Rouge a lot. Rouge is going to go into the A tier, top of A tier. I really like Rouge. Really, really like Rouge. Sam Speed, the best of the humans. I love that he was cool. I love that he wanted to keep up with Sonic. The racing episode is one of the best episodes from Sonic X in the earlier shows, or the earlier seasons, excuse me. I love Sam Speed. He is my favorite human character. He is going to go into the A tier. I'm going to put him right in front of Boko. Great, great character. Scarlet Garcia. For some reason, I remember her name all the time. This is Scarlet Garcia, but how can we rate her? She has no character development. NA. Shadow. Shadow the Hedgehog is my favorite Sonic character. Probably. I'd have to sit back and think about that, but they did him justice in this show. I loved that he showed up in Season 3, and they even went even deeper with his story. I love everything about Shadow. They did him absolutely pure justice in the Sonic X show, and they added to his story, okay? Shadow is absolutely an S-tier character, but I still do think that Eggman stole the show in Sonic X. He's going to go right behind Eggman. Sonic, more of the same. Obviously, we have our main character. He shined in Sonic X. Everything about Sonic's character in general, they captured very, very well in Sonic X. I gotta put him ahead of Shadow, dude. I gotta. But honestly, I liked Eggman in the show more than I liked Sonic. I did. Eggman stole the show. He had everything about his character that was great. Now, Starla, I think this is Cosmo's sister, but going into the NA. Tails, like, what else is there to say about Tails? He's Sonic's best friend. He wasn't useless. At times, actually, he was useless, but you get the point. He always created the great gadgets. He's the perfect duo character, side character for Sonic, but the problem with the Sonic X is he did kind of share this spotlight with Chris, but when Tails was here, Tails was great. Tails is going to go into the A tier. I'm going to put him right behind Rouge. Now, Tikal. I wish we could have seen more from her story going into the NA. Crap, what's this chick's name? Topaz. I did not like Topaz. Don't know what it was. Just did not care for her, no matter where she came from. Every single time there was an episode focused on her, I don't think that I cared one little bit. D tier. My least favorite human. Now, Vanilla. What are we supposed to say about her, man? Cream's mom. Like, the entire storyline of her was like, oh, hi, honey, and then Vector being in love with her. She's a cool character. Guys, I actually want to put her in the B tier. I legitimately do. Oh, I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm going to put her at the bottom B tier. I just like her, man. I just like her. Vector, the crocodile, the greatest member of Team Chaotic that holds it together. He is the center of the humor. Vector is just... everything about Team Chaotic is just elevated from Vector, and he kind of carries Team Chaotic. He is just... the humor works. The breaking the fourth wall. The being confident. Talking about what a great detective agency that he has. Like, everything about Vector is absolutely hilarious. One of the greatest Sonic memes of all time. I know this isn't Sonic X, but I can't help it. Fine, the computer room. Like, love Vector, man. I absolutely love him. Do I want to put him ahead of Shadow? I kind of do. Very, very close. Very close. Shadow had a really good story, though, in Sonic X. Shadow had more screen time than Vector, and he shined more often in the show. So for that reason, I'm going to put Sonic ahead of Vector, but Vector is a close second right behind him. And finally, we have Yellow Zelkova. For some reason, I thought he was the same as this one. Maybe he is. Maybe it's just him without the armor. Yeah, it's got to be, right? It has to be. B tier. Both of them together, I guess. This can be our Knuckles. Where would I put Knuckles, though, in with all of these characters over here? Where would I end up putting Knuckles? I'm going to put him... I would put Knuckles right behind Vector. That's where I would draw the line with Team Chaotic over there. But guys, this is my ranking for all of the Sonic X characters. I'd love to know what you think about it down below. What was your favorite character and why? Do you agree with my list? Do you disagree with my list? Again, thank you very much for watching. I'd love to know what you think in the comments down below. We have tons of tier list content on this channel related to shows, movies, anime. I will have 2 of them on screen right here for you if you are interested in checking either of those out. Thank you very, very much for being here, everybody. Take care.